Guys, so I'm just doing a quick video here on giving you an update on my garden. I've been meaning to do like a whole lot of other videos, but I've had a lot going on and nothing going on at the same time. So tomorrow I'm going in for spine surgery again. I know some people have seen the whole thing where they thought it was this, or thought it was that, or thought it was this. And Doxy's been enjoying this joke, but apparently there's a screw loose in my spine. It's not quite. It tends to move into the area between my discs. It's like right above it. It's on the left-hand side too, which is where a lot of my pain was. At the start of my last surgery, everything was going great. No pain. Life was wonderful. One morning I stretched. I felt a pop and had severe pain go down my hip. And that was the start of all of this. So I'm guessing that might have been the screw popping loose or something. I don't know, but everyone kept saying, or the first surgeon kept ignoring me. That's normal. It'll go away. A year later, it's not going away. It's getting worse. Did an MRI. Oh, fusion looks fine. Just go to physical therapy. Got a second opinion. Fusion looks fine. We're going to send you this guy who's going to sit there and poke you and prod you and put you through hell for a year. Because everything looks fine. 3 years after that, the fusion's not fine. I had to take a scan in one uncomfortable position possible to for them to actually find out, to see that it's not as good looking as they thought. And if it really takes something like that for them to figure out in scans, then maybe their scans aren't actually showing if something's working right or not. Needless to say, I spent 3 years of hell and a lot of pain. And now I am terrified because I spent the whole last month assuming I'm pretty much going to die tomorrow. I don't know. I just have really a lot of anxiety about this. I have anxiety all the time anyways. So it's not like it's like anything new, but I don't know. I had to quit smoking properly this time. Last time I kind of didn't, which is probably a big issue. So this last month has been hell trying to get that done, and I've been trying to quit smoking. I did. I have been nicotine free for over a week, which may not sound like much to a lot of people, but it's a big deal for someone who just quit unwillingly. I did not do it willingly. And poor Doxy. That man, I swear. He's a saint. He really is. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. This video never made it to production yet. I have a bunch of videos of when I harvested this. Little branches I have. They're actually starting to grow new leaves on some of them, as I thought was really cool. I was thinking of doing something like a living mall, which is one big giant thing. We kind of weave them together, and they grow into each other, and you have to have one giant tree for a wall. That was really cool. Maybe not here, but somewhere. So they're easy to come by. So I went and got a bunch. Figure if they live, then they can be a fence. If they don't live, they can be a basket. Because they lived. Alright. My orange tree that I got last year is doing some really good stuff right here. Look at all those. The baby ones, everything. Been loving the rain and the sunlight. There's a sequoia tree. I've been working on getting my own dandelions. I have a video on that as well, and that also hasn't made it into production, but you know, whatevs. Yeah, these are all, I just kept burying dandelion leaves, so I want my own dandelions that are easier enough to pull up so that I can keep the roots. I'm going some with like really, really thick roots out in my garden, but I can't pull them out of the soil. Here I can pull them out. My artichokes They went through a fussy spree, but they're making a comeback. This is new. It was clearance at Sam's Club. And a new blueberry bush. This one actually has blueberries on it. Yay! My current is taking off quite a bit. Yeah, see, that was my attempt to quit vaping. Didn't work so well. Anyways, so it's my current. She's doing really, really well after being almost practically murdered last year. So there's that. That's just weeds. Okay, so I'm going to try not to fall off the fence like I did last time. Because I did that really, really... It hurt. I've fallen twice this last week. And since I'm now a big girl... By the way, I wasn't a few years ago. I was always a very athletic person. I'll show you pictures one day. But I was always an athletic person, and now I'm overweight. You know why I'm overweight? Because I have spine issues. And the spine doctors seem to think that the best way to handle spine issues is to shoot somebody up with steroids. So I got a lot of injections, and each one was 5 or 10 pounds each. I don't recommend. It's kind of cloudy and I have sunglasses on, but that's because I didn't want to put makeup on. No offense to you guys, but... Shit. Oh, first thing I almost did was fall over the thing. Hold on. Anyways, so that's why I'm overweight. And I get bullied quite a bit because of it. I just... Everybody who sits there and tells me to go eat a cheeseburger. Go have your McDonald's. Yeah, I'm gonna. I only eat like once a day. If I want McDonald's, I'm gonna eat McDonald's. It's not causing me to gain weight. It's not causing... No. Nothing I do seems to help me lose weight because I'm not very, very physically active. You guys see me when I'm the most active, and it's not even that long. When it is, I don't get to move for another 4 days. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, I might get eaten by bugs. It's okay, that's the shower after this. Okay. The Purple Majesties are off to a great start. So as soon as the surgery and stuff's done... Oh God, look at these guys. Is that one of those helicopters? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it. I came through and cleared out as many of the helicopters as I could. They're not actually helicopters, but they look like little helicopter seeds. Yeah. A bunch of them fell and I've been cleaning them out. Okay. But yeah, so these are off to a great start already. Let me zoom out a bit. They're already beautiful, healthy. We're going to have to be hilling them up here pretty soon. Just got to wait for all the little stragglers to start popping their way through. But we're definitely going to start hilling these up the best we can. So all the purple Majesties, you can tell they're a little bit darker of a color and they look great. This one is not a Purple Majesty. In fact, I had some other ones, but they don't seem to be popping up yet. Sorry, my hair is like all in the way. I think this was a yellow. I don't remember. But yeah, these are all the purples. And they're coming up really good. So I'm gonna have a pretty good yield of potatoes this year. And with the hilling and the box, this should be a lot better than last year. Parsley is starting to make a comeback. The basil, who did not like the planting, is slowly making its way back. It's still being fussy as heck though. But I don't know what's up with this basil. Why it's being so fussy. I really don't. I don't usually grow basil. This is my thyme. It was store-bought. That's all I have. I'm thinking of putting some salsify back there because I have one. 2 of them. We'll see. But here's my English thyme. Go away. The big ugly looking bug. My oregano, however, is enjoying life. This is... Yes, I might have to grow this inside the house because I love just how gorgeous it is. Yes, so my oregano is just beautiful. Oh. Anyway, so it's doing good. Let's have a couple different types of dill here because they're 2 different colors. Kind of crazy, but the dill's already doing pretty good. It's not having issues. We did have some rabbits come in here and tear through some stuff, so there were some holes found in a few things, and they did eat the radishes, but I'll get to that in a minute. My chives are, I don't know what the hell to say that they are. My rosemary, this was on the store-bought, and then these are the two that I actually grew. And they're actually, honestly, this is the best I've ever done with rosemary. I know I act like this is a professional setup, but it's really not a professional setup. I've never gotten rosemary to last this long, so I'm actually kind of proud about that. But here's the one I store-bought, because I usually store-buy it. So my cilantro, I only planted 2, because I'm kind of dumb. But I do have a bunch of little seedlings for it as well. So they're doing their thing there. So I'm going to have some cilantro. And some of my things already broke off because a rabbit was messing around in here. These are the carrots that I'm growing for seed. These ones should be hopefully putting off seed this year. Hopefully. And some little ones are still coming through. And then here's some little baby ones for this year that are coming up already. Not as much as I'd hoped. But I have some starting already. So I'm very hopeful. They'll come up very shortly. It's good because you just have to keep them wet and warm. And they'll do their thing. Yeah, these are all this one right here. This is one that's already established. Yeah, see the rabbit kind of, jerk. We came through with we still haven't electrified this, and we're hoping never to have to, but it's going to probably be the case. But it's not going to be till later in the year, so for now, put this up. Anyway, so this is the carrots. They're looking good. These are the ones for seed. These are the ones for eating this year. Hopefully they're going to be a good yield. Okay. My wheat is also looking great. I saw some... Where'd they go? Yeah, some of these starting to come up already, which I'm happy about. So yeah, so my wheat's looking good. So these are the radishes. They did survive the transplant, even though they did not look like they wanted to, but they did. And then the rabbit came through, or helicopters. And then the rabbit came through and ate like a bunch of them and some of the sugar beets. Weird, right? He went to chewed at my string, which the birds have been picking at too. Rude. White onions. I know in this day and age you can't say stuff like that without it being racist, but that's what they are. They're white onions. Anyways. So, yes. I just bought one bag with the white onions. I didn't do the transplanting onion things. It's kind of a hassle and I didn't want to. So, here's my onions. My garlic. I probably could have planted more considering how well I do that, but I didn't. I haven't got all my things in, but I got a lot of these done. I haven't done any of those yet, and I'll get to them later. Here's my celery. I kept it far away from the parsley because I have been known to mix those two up. Yeah, a lot of the parsley I gathered last year. It's about to start raining on me. Cool beans. This guy. Anyways, so yeah, some of the parsley I tried to harvest last year turned out to be some celery leaves. But you know what? I don't care. It still works out pretty good. Please don't rain. I just did my hair. Can you just 5 minutes, nature, please? 5 minutes. Okay, we'll make this quick. Okay, so celery. It's picking back up after its rough transplant started as well. A lot of it was because I just didn't water them the day before like I should have. My spinach, which was just 4 spinach tapes. This is Gurney's Goliath. This stuff is freaking amazing. I've never found a better spinach in my life. These were just store-bought. They're Brussels sprouts. That is nitrogen. I hit them with another dose of nitrogen to kind of give them another boost here. Now it's about to warm up. So these are my 6 Brussels sprouts. So 2, 4, 6. And they're already doing pretty good. But, you know, I didn't start them, so that's probably why. Okay. This is not doing as good. Some of them are. They're my peppers. These are bell peppers. I don't know. I think these are the black beauties, and those are the Cajuns. And my tomatoes are having a bad day. I needed to tape them up, and I did not. So that's my bad. And then this is paprika, I believe. Or those are... Yeah, that's paprika. And this is going to be cayenne. And these are all my jalapenos, which are not... Again, they had a rough transplant. But a lot of these tomatoes are starting to come up and look good, healthy. Some of them didn't make it. Some did. Yeah. Okay, so... Tomatoes, my Anaheims are still looking gorgeous down there. I better take you to them. It's kind of hard to see green on green, but yeah, they're really huge. We're going to put these poles up and then wrap strings to kind of hold them into the line so that when the big storms come, they don't, get knocked all over the place. I have to go around this way because this is the only way through the fence. Okay. So that would be that one and that one would be a yellow squash. That is a zucchini. These right here along the line there, those are cucumbers. I know there's not a whole lot yet, but there's going to be a lot more that come up. They're just now starting to. These are the purple green beans. These got planted late, so they're not going to come up for a while. But they harvest early, so I'm not worried. I believe these are the mung beans back here. I do a lot of sprouts. I like mung beans. I'm pretty sure that's just a weed. But we do have a lot of cucumbers coming up along the way, which was the point. These ones I believe are... Okay, so these ones I believe are pinto beans. And these ones back here are the soybeans. Before anybody lectures, because I know it's going to happen, they are soybeans, yes. A lot of soy are known to be GMO, yes. These are from Baker Creek. They're non-GMO, 100% safe edamame soybeans. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I might eat them as just regular soybeans. Or I might make tofu, who knows. I like doing different things, so honestly tofu does sound good, even though I don't really eat it often. Or I can make my own soy milk or soy sushi wrappers. Whichever. Okay. So I believe this is one of my melons. Yeah, I have to look, but I know I have some melons planted in here and some honeydew. So I have these Japanese melons. I don't know which is which. That does not look like one of them. Yeah, that's definitely a weed. Came through and picked them out, but they just come right back. It's definitely like well, it's not really a weed. It's a lettuce, but it's not one I put in there, so. But yeah, these are pinto beans. I'm gonna have some trailatiers. Pinto beans do not vine. They're more of a bush bean. But the trailatiers, they're pull beans. They're gonna pull up the corn, which I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, here's the soy back here. They're also for bush. That's why they're not on the trellis. And the ones that do need the trellis will have the trellis here. And down here, some pumpkins, which apparently they actually all grew in doubles. Last year I had a hard time getting them to pop up. This year they're all coming up really quick. So I think we're just going to go with that one. Okay. So the last one is really not that special yet. I was actually kind of hoping they'd be a little bit bigger by now, but this is fine. I have, okay, whew, that almost hurt. I got caught in the spikies here, so that we probably should have. Anyways, yeah, so, what I'm doing with the corn is the Three Sisters method. I have some squash here planted. This is Choctaw squash. It is a sweet potato squash. All of these. I have a few more planted throughout here to kind of help with control the weeds and whatnot. Otherwise, the corn I have is okay, nope, don't bite me. I don't need to go to surgery with a bunch of bug bites. So the corn I have, this one's probably the purple. I know this one's going to be purple and blue. Hopi corn. be perfectly honest, if they make babies that are blue and purple combo, that's actually not a bad thing, and I'm just gonna leave it that way that is. So, I don't really care. Blue and purple both look pretty. I'll let them crossbreed and make a bluish purple or something. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do here, these gotta get about a foot tall. I mean, I could plant them now, but I'm not going to. I'll give them a couple more weeks. But we're gonna put some beans and peas, like the Trail of Tears are gonna climb up these things. So, I don't remember which box is Trail of Tears, but so basically we're gonna plant the beans next to the corn. The beans will give the corn more nitrogen, even though I just doused them in a hefty dose. And that water is about to help it sink in as soon as that rain comes. But, yes, so then the corn gives the peas some place to trellis up to. And then the squash, yeah, see, these things are annoying. They're ash or maple. We have both, so I don't know which those ones particularly are. Anyways, so that's how this is going to work. So we have squash put out through here. I don't know why only at the end they're coming up, but we have squash and all the corn here. So that is it for the vegetables. Yeah, that's quite common here. So that's it for the vegetables, at least out here. My rhubarb is not harvestable, but one of them is actually putting up a flower, which I'm proud of her for. That's going to be seeds. I like collecting seeds. It takes a couple years before a rhubarb plant puts off flowers. I know. One good thing I'm looking forward to about the surgery is I would like to lose weight. I'm tired of being a hefty little fatty. This is not glamorous. All those women online about fat is glam. No, it's not. We breathe heavy. We have a hard time going up the stairs. There's nothing fun about this. Try not to fall over while jumping a small little fence. It's a good thing it's not electrified. That would be an entertaining video, I'm sure. But there's nothing glamorous about being overweight. Yeah, no. Those women need to stop. They're creating an unhealthy system for young youth. It's not okay. See, I'm already out of breath. Barely walking. That is not glamorous. Still a ways away. Okay, so this, holy Okay, that's not catnip. I really thought that was catnip. That is not catnip. Maybe it is. It's just really soft. Okay. I'll show you. It looks more like nettle than catnip. It's soft like catnip though. Maybe it is. Just didn't get that big last year. Some of my lilies have yet to be murdered. The rabbits will get to that shortly, I'm sure. And then down in here, it's hard to find them. There's one. This one got big quick. So, yeah, so here's these. And this thing's about to flower and put off seed. And it's also a seed catcher, apparently. I harvested one of these. And then Doxy just bought me some lunch. So this thing's going to flower and a bunch of seeds are going to come off of that. This one I grew last year. And I just put it in the ground. This one is almost as big as that one, pretty much. And it's this year's one. So I have a few of these coming up here. So then we have, see, these are the things we were cutting down earlier in the year that we have to cut down again. These little tree things pop up from the tree. But we also do have, right here, it's like a wild raspberry. We have a bunch of these all throughout here. Those I'm actually going to let be, though. Those can stay. I'm going to find out our little pine tree back here is actually a spruce tree. No, because we were trying to get pine needles, and I pulled it down. I'm like, these are spruce tips. I did save some. But I'm also trying to root ball this, because otherwise the stem just comes up. Yeah, these are spruce tips. Which I could make something with, but I'm not going to with this one. But yeah, I'm going to root this and try to bonsai it. On a bonsai kick. That's what the sequoia is for, too. I want it to actually be like a miniature giant sequoia. Does that make sense? Okay. That is a low shelf line. But I do not see rotation, so I think we're good there. Okay. It's a long walk to the front, so I'm going to pause it really quick. Okay, we are to the front. And closer to the wind, which is now kicking in. So I don't have very much time left. Okay. This has also gotten really out of hand. I got this cute hibiscus for a Mother's Day sale, which is not flowering at the moment. But I was like, cool, because, you know, my hibiscus died. It wasn't growing very well. And then we found this one at Costco for $40. So I now have 2 hibiscus trees now, technically. I'm not pulling the flowers yet. Ugh, flies, man. Okay, I'm not pulling the flowers yet. Because, yeah. But my mint is also really taking off. And as soon as I can, I'll come trim this down and freeze dry it. Chamomile that reseeded itself is doing pretty good as well. Ooh, throw that mint. Ooh, okay. Mom's calla lilies are really starting to come up. It just got really dark. Yeah, they're really, really, really starting to come up in a lot of different places. Which I was worried, and now I don't have to be, so that's good. Move that right over there. Let her hang out there. So, those are coming up. The morning glories are coming up, and the nasturtium. I'm trying to get them to kind of hang out towards this so they can start climbing. Because it's about time for them to start climbing. So I've been pushing them back that way. Apparently I really should not have bought so many flowers. And apparently borage does not go in the middle of everything. This thing is huge. It's my first year actually really doing flowers, so it's whatever. And one of my 2 paprikas that are for seeding. One of these also has soybeans in it. And squash. So that you can get seeds from these guys. I would have done peas, but technically these are a type of pea, or these ones, I don't know which, and that one's only down. Okay, it still has a few plants, but they're all covered up. Anyways, yeah, so that was my bad on those plants. Now I know. Okay. I just threw nitrogen on them, which is gonna, not help the situation at all. So this is the mostly medicinals, some coleuses. I'm really hidden in there. Probably should move him over here or something. And yeah, so these are mostly medicinals up front, and my mom's memorial garden thingy. But all her plants and calla lilies, all that fun stuff. So that is it. That is it for this video. I'm gonna go in before the storm comes and completely ruins my hair. As soon as I walk all the way around back. Okay, so that's pretty much it, because the rain's now starting to fall. So I will catch you guys in the next video. I don't know when that's going to be, especially since I'm about to get chopped up tomorrow. First couple days are going to be the roughest, because I'm going to have to push myself to move when my body doesn't want to. But it's what you got to do. I know, spine surgery, right? Everyone thinks you're supposed to lay still. No, get up and move. So I'll see you guys. Hi, Fancy. It's Fancy's favorite spot. I guess I left Sinatra in here. My bad. Anyways, so I'll see you guys next video. I'll definitely do updates on Facebook or Instagram. I don't know which, probably Facebook. So if you guys want to check out the Facebook page, you can see how everything's going there. Also, again, that is not glam. It's really not. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.